Hello and welcome back to the Four Horsemen. My name is Paul, representing Diecast Graveyard. Today we're going to do a St. Patrick's Day build, and I've already stripped down a 55 gasser. I'm going to seal it first with some silver sealer because I'm going to use some Candy 2.0 paint to cover it. Here we're going to mix the silver sealer with a little bit of 4011 reducer. Now I like the 4011. They do have some other stages called 4012 and 4013, but those are dependent on the drying times that you're using. But let's go ahead and get started with today's St. Patrick's Day build with my Four Horsemen brethren. Cheers!
It's time to start the autopsy.
After we used the silver sealer on the car, I sprayed the car down with Candy 2.0 and the UVLS base. Now, you're going to mix the Candy 2.0 with that because the Candy 2.0 is just a dye. You can't spray it by yourself or by itself. You have to use a base coat, and the high gloss is definitely the best to use. Now, let's talk about making the decals for the car. Anytime I'm using decals or making decals, I try and find the image that I need in a PNG format. That means that the background is clear, okay? It means it's transparent, there's nothing behind it. That way there, I don't have to do any erasing or any trimming. It's going to have this checkerboard pattern behind it, as you see here. So this is what I look for when I go to put these decals on the car. It saves me so much time when it comes to editing the pictures, etc. So make sure that you're looking for a PNG file. Now this is also going to depend on what kind of software you're using if you're making your decals. Now if you're getting them from somebody else, it's irrelevant. But you also want to make sure that you're using white toner decals. And that's because it's got a white base behind it, and it means it's going to show up on any color. If you just get decals that are printed without the white behind it, it's going to disappear in the darker paints and you're not going to be able to see it. So that will definitely help you out in the future. Here I've laid out my car. Notice how there's no background behind these. So you definitely want to try and use these PNG files if you can. They'll save you a ton of time when it comes to taking care of things. Now here I have the autograph of Arthur Guinness. Notice on a darker background it's going to be really hard to see. Now before I printed these it was a little bit too late. But when I do this, what I'll do is I'll enlarge the picture and then I'll make it into a vector art, which means it's going to be able to be outlined, etc. And again, it's going to have no background behind it. So let's go ahead and do a vector image on this. It'll change it from a bitmap to a vector, as you see here. And again, this is going to be dependent on the software you're using to do your graphics. Whether you use CorelDRAW or Photoshop, etc., you should be able to do this with no problem. I'm using a program called Vinyl Master Pro, which is what they use in the sign industry. Very, very easy to use program. Now, it's all ready. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to shrink it down. Here we go. We'll shrink it down here. And let's put it on that black surface. Shrink it down a little bit more. And again, the red is a little bit hard to see. But here's where you can change it to any color. You decide to change it to white or to yellow, etc. It'll make it that much easier to see. So that's something to think about. And here's today's tip from your Uncle Paulie. Now that we got the decals all printed up, let's put them on the car. Here I'm using a decal solution. And Let's put these decals on. I try and make my decals to where I can put them on all in one piece, and that way I can cut around the wheel wells, etc. But this is something that you're going to have to practice with if you're making decals yourself. Make sure your surface is pretty wet. You want to be able to move these around, and then once you finally get them into position, go ahead and squeegee it out with a Q-tip. Be careful if you happen to be using a set of tweezers or something sharp to move your images around, because the decals can be poked really easy and it can ruin them, so please be careful. Squeeze out all the excess fluid and get all the air out of there. That'll look pretty good. Now let's do the other side. Get it good and wet with some microset. And again, I cut my decals out to where I can put them all on in one piece. This is how I design my decals. It saves cutting up a whole bunch of little tiny little like STP decals and Goodyear decals and stuff like that. This makes it much easier and it lines it up. Now I do have templates that I will be selling very soon for like 55 gassers and Silverado pickup trucks and like that. And all you have to do is make sure that the template is the same size as the casting you're using. Now this particular one here from nose to tail, the 55 gasser is 70.5 millimeters. And if you've measured it out correctly and you've laid it out correctly, and if you print it correctly, they should fit perfectly with no issues. This is going to look pretty sharp. How much more Irish can you get with Guinness beer, right? Let's do the top. Make sure you double check all your measurements. Even if you have a template, you still want to make sure that you have all the measurements properly. You don't want your decals to overlap things or be too small. So make sure you double check the width and the height by your decals to make sure they're going to fit properly and look good. Now if your decals are wet, you're going to be able to move them around with no issues. Get you a Q-tip, squeeze you out the excess, and make sure you get all the wrinkles out of there. Once your decals are on the car, oh hey, let's subscribe. If you're getting anything out of these videos, hit that subscribe button, mash that like button, let me know that you like the video, and that way there I'll continue to make videos for you. Anyway, make sure that you get all the bubbles out of there, all the air, all the fluids, etc. And you want to let these decals sit for approximately at least 8 hours. I like to let them sit overnight. It gives it plenty of time to dry. If you go to clear coat over these when they're wet underneath, it's going to bubble up and peel up on you later on, and you're going to be saying some curse words. Let's move on.
Someone is being exhumed.
Here I went through the base and I detailed up the engine, which looks really, really cool. Put some velocity stacks on there that a friend of mine 3D printed for me. Got a nice cool windshield on there, and I got these beautiful Samed wheels. Here's the body. It says Guinness on there, and it's got the autograph on there of Arthur Guinness. Looks really cool. Detailed up the lights and everything. Let's put everything together and give my creation life.
Life! Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
And here's the result. Look how beautiful this St. Patrick's Day car turned out. I had a lot of fun with this. Make sure you check out all the other builders, especially my colleagues, my friends Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs, Skip at Crossroad Diecast Speed Shop, and Tom at Spork Syndicate. But there are so many other St. Patrick's Day builds. I want to thank Boris from Boris Diecast and Dioramas, who's in Brazil at the moment. But he submitted the car, and I want to thank him so much for being our guest horseman. But again, folks, check out all the other builds for the St. Patrick's Day build. We've also got a Boy Scout, Girl Scout tribute for the end of this month for the Four Horsemen, and we want you to participate. So make sure you send in those glamour shots. And guys, send in your glamour shots the last day of the month, and we'll get them in there for you. Please don't hesitate to get those in, and they'll look great, and we'll be able to promote your channel too. I had a lot of fun with this build, and we got a lot more stuff coming up. Now that I've got a job that I got some decent hours, I can be able to dedicate more time to my hobby, which I've been neglecting seriously for the past 8 months. But let's have some fun. Look forward to seeing you at the end of the month for the Boy Scout, Girl Scout build. Take care, and cheers.